Hello, everybody, and welcome to this webinar on ThaiRAP and road safety initiatives in Thailand. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Amir Sabhani. I am Director of Safe Consulting and a proud member of Australian College of Road Safety and a committee member of International Outreach Chapter. So I'm very pleased and delighted to have you all here and facilitate this webinar. We have two fantastic presenters today. I will introduce them before they do their presentations. I would like to acknowledge you attending from different parts of the world with different time zones. So for some of you, the time would be late at night or early in the morning. I really appreciate taking time and attending this webinar. So before I start the presentations, I would like to hand over to Dr. Shane Turner, the co-chair of the International Outreach Chapter, to have a few words with you, and then we will start the presentations. Shane, hand it over to you.
Thanks, Amir. Yeah, I'd like to welcome everyone else to this webinar as well. Thanks for joining us. Where I am in New Zealand, it's 7 p.m. at night, but for some of you, it's much earlier in the day. So thanks for joining in. I'm really looking forward to hearing from our speakers. I've heard a lot of really good stuff about the road safety work happening in Thailand and with ThaiRAP. So keen to learn more about it, and hopefully you are as well. I'd also like to highlight the fact that the conference, the Australasian College of Road Safety Conference, is coming up at the end of September, early October in Hobart, Tasmania. And that's looking like a really great conference. On the first day, we've got a LMIC workshop on Vision Zero, where we've got a speaker from Sweden who's involved in the Vision Zero Academy over there. So that's Lars Uckerman. So that's going to be great. So if you're there, hopefully you'll come to that workshop on that first day. If you're not, hopefully you'll be there next year. And I always like to encourage people to apply to come to that conference, because there are scholarships available for LMIC countries for people to attend. Also, I'd just like to highlight the benefits of being a member of the Australasian College of Road Safety. It's only $10 a year for Australian for LMIC members to be members. And so that's really great value given all the webinars that we have. And not only do you have access to the webinars, the international webinars like the one today, but also all the ones that are held by the various chapters in Australia and New Zealand. And there's some great content in there. And I think somewhere in the order of 40 or 50 webinars every year. So if you're really wanting to find out more about road safety in a whole lot of different areas, the college is a great organisation to be involved with. And just I encourage you to share that with other people that you work with or know in your industries that really want to tap into that road safety skills and knowledge. Also like to acknowledge one of our other co-chairs, Mazra, from Malaysia, who I think has put a note through saying that she's attending. Hi, Mazra. Thanks for coming along. And yeah, great to hear that you're on the call. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoys the webinar, and I'll hand it back to Amir. Thank you, Amir.
Thank you, Shane. Now I would like to start the presentations, but before doing that, I would like to let you know that we have the Q&A or Q&A I would say window in your chat box, and all the questions, please put that in the Q&A part of it. But for the discussions, you can do it in your chat box as well. But the questions, it will be better to put that in the Q&A, so that way it's more manageable. And you can like the questions of other people as well. So the questions that the higher number of likes would go up. So if the time is limited, we will consider the questions that got the more number of likes, so more people would like to see the response to those questions. Okay, let me start the first presentations. Let us start the first presentation, and let me introduce the first presenter. The first presenter is going to talk about the overview of ThaiRAP. Our first presenter is Professor Kazem Chicharoko. Kazem received a PhD in transportation and infrastructure systems from Purdue University in the United States of America. He is a full-time professor and head of the Civil Engineering Department in Faculty of Engineering, Chulalongkorn, if I pronounce it right, Chulalongkorn University in Thailand. His research interests include transportation planning, travel demand modeling, travel behavior analysis, and traffic safety. He is currently directing the Thailand Road Assessment Program, ThaiRAP, to establish star ratings and road safety improvements for Thai road networks. With over 20 years of experience in transportation engineering, he has also been working closely with local road authorities, such as the Department of Highways, the Department of Rural Roads, and the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration to enhance road traffic safety in the country. On this note, I hand it over to you, Qasem, to start your presentation, please.
Thank you, Dr. Amir. And hi, everyone. Good afternoon from Bangkok, Thailand. Thank you very much for having me today. And in this session, I have about 15 minutes for presentation. What I would like to do is to present you the overview of ThaiRAP. As you might know that we are pretty much new, considered comparing with other regional road assessment program or other regional labs. We are just like 6 years old up to now, and we have a lot of activities since the beginning. And in this session, I would like to present the progress and initiatives of the Thai Road Assessment Program, as well as our goals for enhancing road safety across the nation. Before getting into details, I guess everyone should have seen this before, the global plan under the Decade of Action for Road Safety 2021 to 2030. And we all in every country would like to cut the road traffic and deaths and injuries by at least 50% within this decade. And one of the measures that we can use is to focus on the safe road infrastructure. And this is how our ThaiRAP coming to play. So we focus on the safe road and infrastructure. And we hope that with our safer and better road infrastructure system, we could help save more lives in our country. And of course, you have seen two of the 12 global road safety targets set by WHO. And in this case, we focus on target number 3 and target number 4. Target 3 sets for all new roads to be built to have a 3-star or better standard for all road users, while target 4 requires for more than 75% of the travel on the 3-star or better roads for all road users by 2030. And you should be able to understand that these two targets align with the SDG target, specifically 3.6 and 11.2. Let's begin by showing the road fatality trends in Thailand. Over the past decade, you can see from this slide that we have kind of fluctuations in terms of the number of road fatalities. Nevertheless, the numbers remain concerning. It's not decreasing at all within the last decade. Every year, we see many people dying on our roads, up to 20,000 people. In a country with about 70 million population, this is not acceptable at all. You can imagine that here in Thailand, every hour there will be at least 2 people die from road crashes. And that tragedy happens every hour for the last 10 years. So that's our trend of the road fatality in Thailand. Now, just to lay some background for those who are not familiar with the Thai highway network, Thailand's road network is kind of extensive and diverse. It includes around 52,000 kilometers of highways under the Department of Highways and another 48,000 kilometers of rural roads managed by the Department of Rural Roads. The blue area here are under the authorities under the Ministry of Transport. And we have also the local roads under the Department of Local Administration under the Ministry of Interior. That's another 600,000 kilometers of the roadway. So in total, you can see that it's quite extensive, and there are so many authorities taking care of the road network in Thailand. And in terms of the RAP history, for the ThaiRAP in general, it started in 1999 by EuroRAP, and then we have OSRAP, USRAP, and so on. ThaiRAP, in fact, started in 2018 at Chulalongkorn University, and then up to now, we have up to more than 100 plus countries with the road assessment program. Why we have to focus on the road assessment? Because the evidence show that once we improve the road safety of the road network, every improvement in star rating will cut the cost of the road crashes by half. For instance, if you can improve the road infrastructure from 1 star to 2 star, then you cut the fatality cost by about 50%. And it's the same from 2 star to 3 star, 3 star to 4 star, and 4 star to 5 star, and so on. So that's why upgrading our road to have it safer, it's very much beneficial in terms of the value for money. Now, for ThaiRAP, this photo is where ThaiRAP started. It's in 2018. ThaiRAP program was launched during the 13th World Conference on Injury Prevention and Safety Promotion, or Safety 2018, that happened in Bangkok, Thailand. At that time, Chulalongkorn University also signed as the ThaiRAP Center of Excellence in Global Road Infrastructure Safety. It's been almost 6 years since then, and we have several activities that could save lives and serious injuries across the country. In this photo, you can see a lot of people that you might be familiar with. Saul Billingsley, the Executive Director of the FIA Foundation, Kelly Larson from Bloomberg Philanthropies, and of course, Rob McInerney from ThaiRAP. I guess he is here also in our webinar. Thank you very much for joining us here. This is our road infrastructure rating results. At present, we have assessed up to 20,000 kilometers of our road network. And many of them are coming from the national highways under the Department of Highways. We have some assessment under the city of Bangkok and vicinity area. We have some of the assessment from the upcountry from some other provinces, also in Nan and in Phuket province in Thailand. As I presented earlier, we have an annual number of fatalities around 22,000. That's every year we have 22,000 people die from the road crashes in Thailand. If a budget of 0.1% of GDP is invested in infrastructure and speed management, based on the analysis, more than 7,500 lives could be prevented every year. And this amount is approximately 15,000 million baht. So that's a lot of money, and it's very good in terms of the return on the investment. You can see that from this analysis, the benefit cost ratio is up to 34 to 1, and that's one of the highest number in the world. So it's better that we invest our budget on the road infrastructure safety. Now, in terms of the ThaiRAP activities, one notable achievement was the MOU signing between ThaiRAP and Malaysian Institute of Road Safety Research, or MIROS. And just recently, the recent MOU signing between ThaiRAP and Kazakh Scientific Research Institute of Road Traffic Safety. This kind of collaboration marks a significant step towards enhancing road safety research and implementation across the region. We also conduct training and capacity building. We have conducted various workshops, including ThaiRAP workshop on evidence-based road safety interventions at Chulalongkorn University in Bangkok, as well as the star rating and investment plan training in Bangkok. We also have the starting and investment plan training for people and personnel under the Department of Highways. We have the ThaiRAP assessment training for some certain cities, for example, in Bangkok City. We also have some courses like Introduction to ThaiRAP Training, Managing ThaiRAP Project Training, and so on. And just recently, we try to work together with the city of Bangkok, the BMA, Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, and we try to build their local people so that they can understand the ThaiRAP concept, so that they can assess the road based on the ThaiRAP methodology. And this happened just last year until this year. Advocacy is also one of the key components of our strategy. We published the policy briefs on Thailand's road infrastructure, highlighting the importance of continuous improvement and investment in road safety. Similarly, ThaiRAP and the stock rating concept were also featured in the road safety report. This is by the Committee on the Transport under the House of Representatives. This recognition underscores the impact of our work and the importance of the road safety at the national level. ThaiRAP also actively participates in national road safety seminars, sharing our expertise and collaborating with other stakeholders in order to promote safer roads in Thailand. And just recently, the Thailand Road Safety Master Plan 2022 to 2027, this is the 5-year National Road Safety Master Plan. It highlights the incorporation of the road assessment program and the star rating concept under this plan. So these initiatives also play a crucial role in advancing road safety measures and infrastructure development in Thailand. We also engage closely with local administrations to ensure that our road safety measures are effectively implemented at the community level. This collaboration is vital for achieving sustainable safety improvements. And these are some of the photos showing some of the road upgrades and improvements in Nan province in the north of Thailand. Together with the lower speed limit and law enforcement, the city is now safer for all road users, and it is also more livable. We also engage with schools. It's also another crucial aspect of our work. We believe that by educating young people and improving the safety of the school zones, we can foster a culture of safety from an early age of the children. We apply the concept of the star rating for schools, or SR4S, in order to promote road safety in school areas and create a safer environment for children while traveling. We conducted a comprehensive star rating evaluation for specific schools across Thailand. And through this initiative, our goal is to assess and improve safety measures in place in order to protect and support the well-being of the students when they commute to and from school. We also work with our partner in this photo showing the 3M project on the visibility improvement on school zone using the retroreflective solutions. And these solutions are designed to enhance visibility, especially during the low light or nighttime conditions, making it safer for children and for people in the community and in the area. We aim to reduce the risk of the accidents and create a safer environment for everyone in the community. Some of the examples showing the road improvement in order to make it safer and make it more visible to road users. We also have our own social media platforms, especially the Facebook. It serves as the vital tools for connecting with the public and increase the awareness about our road safety initiatives. And by leveraging these channels, we can effectively disseminate our information. We can engage with the community. We can encourage participation in our campaigns aimed at promoting safer roads for everyone in the country. Some of the photos, some of the infographic that we show in our Facebook page, it ranges from general road safety concept, the ThaiRAP star ratings results, as well as some of the recent news about the road safety in Thailand. And lastly, we also committed to localizing our content in order to ensure that our messages are relevant and accessible to our local audience, which are Thai people. In this case, we translated the VIDA and demonstrator software under the ThaiRAP software into Thai. And in the future, we plan to have the Star Rating for School application in the phone, as well as the the Youth Engagement app translated into Thai also, so that the Thai students, Thai user can easily use the available tools in order to make our roads safer. And with all our initiatives, we have been proudly presented with the Prime Minister Road Safety Award. This esteemed honor highlights ThaiRAP as one of the leading organizations committed to making our roads safer for everyone. And that's my short presentation on the overview of ThaiRAP. Together, we can make our roads safer for everyone. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Kasen. That was a great and insightful presentation. So we will leave the questions and answers after the second presentation. So I go straight to the second presentation. Once the second presentation done, I will go back to the question and answer box and start asking the questions from both presenters. Okay, the second presenter. So the second presentation title is Star Rating and Road Safety Initiatives for Road Network in Thailand. And our presenter is Mr. Kirkrit Srirun. Kirkrit is a road safety and traffic analysis expert with 16 years of experience in the transportation field, currently pursuing a PhD in civil engineering at Chulalongkorn University. He is passionate about improving infrastructure to enhance safety. His extensive background and ongoing research reflect his commitment to creating safer and more efficient transportation systems. I would like to invite you, Kirkrit, to start your presentation, please.
Thank you, Dr. Amy. So, can you see my screen? Okay. Let me start this. Hi everyone, my name is Srirun. I am a senior researcher from ThaiRAP. Today, I will be discussing about the Star Rating and Road Safety Initiative for Road Network in Thailand. And this presentation will cover the current status of road safety in Thailand, the effort to improve safety through the ThaiRAP Star Rating system, and the specific initiative that we undertaking to upgrade road network to 3-star or better. So let's start with an overview about the strategic road network in Thailand. Unfortunately, road safety remains a critical issue here, with over 20,000 fatalities each year, corresponding to the rate of about 32.1 per 100,000 population, according to the WHO database from 2018. However, the analysis from the ThaiRAP indicate that the proper investment in infrastructure and speed management, we can potentially reduce the fatality by over about 7,500 annually. And moreover, Thailand enjoy one of the highest return on road safety investment globally, with like the $34 in benefit for every single dollar spent. So to addressing this shortcoming critical to reducing fatalities and improving overall safety in line with our road safety objectives, particularly for goal number 4, which aim to ensure that 75% of roads carrying the majority of traffic achieve a minimum 3-star. But our key question is, where is the 75% of travel occurring on the road network? And how safe is the highway network in Thailand? And does 75% of travel in Thailand meet the technical standards of safety? So from the TomTom traffic database, they provide the comprehensive insight into the distribution of travel volume across Thailand. You can see on the screen that the DOH, or Department of Highway, that manage the majority of traffic volume with 86% of travel weekly occurring on its network. The local road and expressway also contribute, but too much, not too much compared to the overall of the travel on the network. On this slide, show the national highway that under the Department of Highway. We can see that if we consider it's 75% only for the Department of Highway in Thailand, the travel volume occur on Department of the highway, which span about 19,000 kilometers. This out of total 52,000 kilometers managed by DOS, emphasizing the critical role this road plays in the country's transportation network. On this slide, show the example of the result from the assessment. In 2022, the Department of Highway conduct a national road network assessment covering about 18,000 kilometers of major highways. This assessment aims to identify areas requiring safety improvements and to prioritize intervention for maximize impact. This slide present the summary of the highway network safety assessment results. The analysis revealed that the star rating across the different road user categories, the safety rating largely fall within 2 or 3 star range for the vehicle. However, for the vulnerable road user, including motorcyclists, cyclists, and pedestrians, experience lower safety level, with the rating mostly in 1 or 2 star range. For the motorway, this project is in 2022 also. They assess focus on the motorway with specific emphasis on addressing roadside hazards and improving traffic management measures in emerging zones. They plan that by the end of 2024, the Department of Highway aim to have a significantly enhanced motorway safety to 100% of 3 star. For the private sector, the Don Mueang Tollway managed the Don Mueang Tollway Public Company, managed by Don Mueang Tollway Public Company Limited, also show the high of safety with 94% of sections that rated higher than 3 star. However, similar to the other roadway, the issue like speed compliance and roadside hazards need to continue the attention. Previously, DMT has yet to prioritize the management of guardrail and treatment. This approach was mainly because of the budget allocation process for safety equipment installation, which rely on the accident statistic only. However, when we introduced the ThaiRAP evaluation that had significantly altered the perspective, the risk assessment provided by the ThaiRAP, which highlight the potential roadside hazard, have the empower DMT to make proactive decisions regarding to install the advanced equipment, shifting from the reactive to preventive approach in road safety management for DMT. This slide is summarize the key issue identified on the strategic roads, which include speed compliance, roadside hazards, unprotected barrier and pedestrian facilities. Addressing this issue is crucial for maintaining and improving road safety. To upgrading the 3-star safety level present several challenges. This includes staff training, setting clear the goal for the Department of Highway, maintaining an update database, and addressing the issue that cannot be resolved through road improvement alone. So, from the above presentation, you see the overview of the safety level present in the road network for the national level. So next, we will present another perspective focusing on operation at the local government level. We will use the Bangkok, the capital city of Thailand, as the case study. Bangkok is a city that has about 9.7 million people and high vehicle density pose unique challenge for road safety with a significant population and high volume of registered vehicle. Ensuring road safety in Bangkok requires a comprehensive and coordinated approach. In Thailand, road network comprise national highway, feeder road, local road, and expressway, with the local sector manage the largest share. Each of road type has specific safety challenges that need to be addressed through tailored intervention. In year 2023, the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, or BMA, focused on improving the road network with baseline assessment and pilot project across 50 sub-districts. These projects are designed to enhance road safety and infrastructure quality in the capital city. This is the first time for the local administration in Thailand attempt such a large-scale road safety assessment. In addition, this project enhance capacity building of the local officer to better understand road safety and ThaiRAP assessment. For the main road network, 650 kilometers of roads were assessed using ThaiRAP methodology. The result indicated a significant portion of this road are 3-star or better for road user type, but there is still work to be done to improve safety, especially vulnerable users like pedestrians and cyclists. The star rating assessment for main road network show that while some area meet the 3-star standard, others still require improvement. Key area of focus include the speed control, enhancing pedestrian facility, and managing roadside hazards. A comprehensive road safety strategy encompasses speed management in urban areas, enhanced pedestrian infrastructure, mitigation of roadside hazards, optimize the intersection design, and improve the traffic signage and marking. Collectively aim to create a safer and more accessibility for the transportation environment for all road users. For this second objective that Bangkok have selected the pilot project for 50 sub-districts being upgraded to achieve a 3-star safety standard. These upgrades are part of the broader plan to improve road safety across the city, with Bangkok being the first Asian city to receive the Gary Riddle Memorial Award from the ThaiRAP. And the second part of this project, we select the inner ring road called Rashada. Rashada inner ring road is a case study of how to study how safety improvement can be applied to broader Bangkok road network through target intervention at the key location. We've seen the significant improvement in road safety. For this reason, BMA was awarded a finalist for the ThaiRAP Gary Riddle Memory Trophy in Prague last year. The key issue for the Bangkok Metro BMA include the managing the speed in urban areas, addressing roadside hazards, and improving pedestrian facility. These challenges are critical to ensure the safety of all road users in the city. For outside the capital city, in Nan Province, Nan Province is the city in the north of Thailand. Nan Province has embarked on the project to upgrade tourism road, aiming to get the rating for 3-star or better. This initiative is part of the broader effort to ensure that all road users, especially those in tourist areas, meet the highest safety standard. And that is all my presentation here. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Kirkrit. An excellent presentation. We already had two excellent presentations talking about overview of ThaiRAP, a good story that Qasem presented, and some great general initiatives happened in Thailand, which was very good, and also the initiatives you presented, the way that your strategy, how to assess the current roads, how to find the gaps, and what are the options you have, and the initiatives you showed in order to improve the road network. That was great. So, and lots of insightful, I would say, outcome coming out of it. Okay, now it's the time for question and answers. We already have two questions in the chat box. I just go through them one by one. The first one coming from Hill Foundation. During engagement with schools, maybe that's a question to you, Qasem, that came during your presentation. During engagement with schools, what is the age group of the target audience, and what kind of sensitization on road safety is done?
Thank you very much for the question. In order to conduct the star rating for school, of course, it's not feasible to do this kind of intervention or activities with small kids. So we aim at the students higher, greater than grade 6 and above, including perhaps the college students. And not only the students that we get involved, we also talk with the teachers in the school. We also talk with their parents because it's kind of a traditional way in Thailand that many parents prefer to drop off and send their kids at the front of the school, at the gate, exactly. And some of them may have to walk just a little bit. Some of them may have to cross the road. And it's kind of strange that many schools in Thailand are located just right next to the big highway. And that's pretty dangerous in terms of crossing the road with high speed vehicle movement. So we would like to make sure that the visibility of the drivers is clear, and we would like to make sure that the crossing facility is okay in terms of the safety. And we also conducted the questionnaire survey sent to the students in the school, asking from their parents where or which location or which spot they feel not that safe nearby the school. And we try to start rating that kind of areas and try to come up with some of the road countermeasures in order to make that spot safer. So in summary, in order to cope with the students, we focus not only students, we work with students, with the parents, the school teachers, and so on. Of course, also with the authorities in that area.
Thank you, Qasem, for providing that answer. The second question coming from Rob, that's to you, Qasem. Professor Qasem, congrats on your Prime Minister Award. That's a congratulations from Rob to get that award, Qasem. And can you please share more details on how you secured the high-level political support in Thailand and any tips you have for other countries? Great question.
Thank you very much, Rob, for the question. As I mentioned earlier, we are considered quite young because we just started ThaiRAP no more than 6 years. It's not that mature compared with some other rap like OSLAP. And in order to set this up, we in the past faced a lot of difficulties, of course, but we try to find our partners, especially from politics. We try to work with some politicians. We work with the police. We work with the medical staff, and we work with some other authorities also. We form a team, and in fact, even now in Thailand, we try to set up some association like the PAC in the UK, the Parliamentary Advisory Council for Transport Safety. In Thailand, we have already set that up. The members are not only the representatives from the lower house, but it's also from the upper house. We have some experts in many areas forming into that committee. So with our efforts pulled together, I think that's the good way that we can drive the road safety in the nation. And if some of you might know the initiation of the RAP, the regional RAP, many may started from the government side. For example, in Malaysia, there's my laws under the government, but our condition is different. We started from academic side. ThaiRAP started from Faculty of Engineering, Chulalongkorn University. So we, as the academic institute, we try to expand our knowledge. We try to expand our idea to other organizations in the country. And collaboration is very important to form this up. And as I said, this is just only the beginning. We have a lot of work to do, and we have a lot of collaboration to be done in the future. Amar?
Thank you, Kasem. Again, another question from Rob Kirkwood. Congratulations on all the life-saving success. That's another great point. Great to see the link to tourism. Can you please share how you use the star rating to secure speed management changes on city roads and the level of support you had from the government and the community?
I would like to say hi to Rob. Thank you for the question. When we talk about the speed, previously in Thailand, we have the problem that like in BMA in capital city, they set the higher speed limit like 80 km/h. But when we work with local government BMA and we show the result from the IRAP that if you do nothing on the road, but just only lower the speed limit, the risk is decreased, the star rating is better. So they use this result to convince the police to admit to lower the speed limit in the city. And when we talk about the speed limit in Thailand, we have like specific law that allow the local government to decide to pick up which appropriate speed that make the city safe. And for the non-province, that I can share that most of the project that we have experienced when we talk that the speed limit should be decreased, they just only put some signage or just show that this state has decreased the speed, but the operating speed not decreased. In non-province, they use like social media to let the people in the community to monitor the speed, operating speed in the city, and they like they okay, I'm not. Sorry. So they use the social to monitor the speed. That why the speed operating speed was decreased. Also.
Thank you.
Amir, I like to add one more point on the speed management in Thailand. Based on our experience, the way we try to make the speed reduction really happen might be different from other countries. In Thailand, by the law, the current law even allows up to 80 kilometers per hour in the city area. And that's not acceptable at all in terms of traffic engineering. It's too high. And in the upcountry, it allows up to 90 kilometers per hour. And that's also unacceptable in some certain areas. The way we conducted our speed management in Nan province and in Bangkok, they have some similarities and dissimilarities. We try to show them by the evidence, showing that what would happen if the speed is reduced. For instance, in Bangkok city, in order to persuade the law to be able to lower down the speed limit, we conduct the sensitivity analysis of the star rating, showing that what would happen, what would be the increase in star rating if we reduce the speed limit. And we show that working together with the BMA officials, we showed them to the police, show the evidence. And then at this moment, many portions of the roads in Bangkok have already set a lower speed, lower than 80 kilometers per hour. And that's the same for Nan province. The difference in Nan is that the governor, the mayor of Nan province is very active in road safety, as well as their community. So the community is very strong in terms of the road safety enforcement. Even though there are a lot of tourists coming, they try to warn the tourists to slow down the traffic. They try to warn or put some signs and tell the community that this is the tourist area, this is the city center, so we all should drive slower. So that's what we experience in Nan province.
Thank you, Kasem, and thanks, Kirkwit. So it's always great to just do all the justifications and discussions evidence-based, and seems ThaiRAP has provided a great way of doing that for you in your country in order to justify the great initiatives you do to improve safety. Okay, the next question is from Masria. What have been the most significant challenges ThaiRAP has encountered in its road safety initiatives, and how have these challenges been overcome?
Thank you, Masria. Well, it's very nice to see good old friends joining this seminar. I've known Masria for quite some time, and thank you very much for the question. I think at the beginning, the most challenging issue that we faced in driving ThaiRAP is that how to make people believe and use the star rating concept. That's very critical because, for example, in the past, the Department of Highways have their own measures in order to measure the road safety conditions. They have their own measures. Similarly, other road agencies in Thailand have their own measures, and they are different. They are not comparable at all. So it's quite kind of challenging to all of a sudden you show them the new way to assess the road condition. At the beginning, they don't believe in such a concept. They believe that what they have been using is good enough. So we need to show them the evidence. We need to show them the experience from other countries that have utilized the ThaiRAP methodology. And up to now, they have already incorporated the ThaiRAP assessment concept in their own work. And that's one of our big achievements in terms of persuading the road authorities in Thailand to make use of the ThaiRAP methodology.
Great, thanks, Kasem. So the next question coming from Otkan. One of the key assessment assumptions in the homogeneity of road segments in terms of road and traffic characteristics, including operating speeds. Homogeneity of road segments in terms of road and traffic characteristics, including operating speeds. However, in contexts like Thailand, where lane speeds can vary significantly, this assumption might not hold true. How do you account for this variation in your study? Would you like me to read it again?
Sorry, I'm not sure about the question, but when we assess the speed in the IRAP, uh, we cannot capture the speed along all these section of the road. We will pick up one location to get the uh, speed for the assessment, and uh, we will use the highest speed to present uh, in that section. I'm not sure that answer this question, but under the limited budget, we cannot do the speed monitoring or the 100 meter every 100 meter.
Yeah, I think I'm assuming with the IRAP you can actually push a key that says that there's variation in speed. So there is a factor in there. So when you've got a lot of variation in speed, you can use that in your IRAP assessment. So like I know in Indonesia where we have the same issue, that with the star rating, you can actually take into account that risk to a degree using the IRAP model. So I'm assuming that's the case in Thailand. Whereas if you've got very uniform speed, like we might have in Western countries, then you don't need that risk isn't there of that differential speed. So usually the IRAP can take that into account.
Thank you, Shane. I think that's the same situation between Thailand and Indonesia. We face the same common issues.
Yeah, sure. Like, and all the motorcycles, different speeds and weaving in and out. Yeah, it's a similar type of issues.
Right.
Mm.
Great, thanks Shane, Kirkwood, and Cousin for addressing this question. The next question is coming from Pawat. Hope I pronounce your name right, Pawat. Will ThaiRAP do road assessment in other road agencies in Thailand, such as Department of Rural Roads and Department of Local Administration?
Thank you. Thank you very much for the question. Yes, we do. We helped them. We don't want to help them forever, but we like to build capacity for them in order that in the future they can do the assessment by themselves. But at the beginning, of course, we help them doing the IRAP road assessment, not only for the Department of Highways, we helped the Department of Rural Roads, the local administrations, and also the some of the private companies like the Donmyeong Tollway public companies also in order to do the star ratings and in order to identify the appropriate countermeasures to make their road safer.
Thank you, Cousin. So we have one attendee raised his hand.
I think Dr. Rehidor is raising hand.
Yes, let me push allow to talk. I think you can unmute and start talking now.
Yeah, I'm not sure under a webinar whether you can do that. I put in the chat that you're meant to ask the questions through the chat, so I'm not quite sure if you can.
I think the system allows me to allow to talk. That's the icon that gives me Shane.
Mm.
So I just pushed that icon for I think his name is Jose.
Mm.
And if he unmutes, I think he can talk or she.
While we may be waiting for him to ask a question, I just really like to say how impressed I am with the ThaiRAP program. You've been going 6 years, and what you've achieved in that 6 years is really impressive. Like, you have done a lot of different things, obviously networking with decision makers and everyone else. I'm quite also impressed with the fact that you have Vida in the Thai language, making it more accessible and talking about an app as well, because the more people have access to this, the more people can get engaged with the program. So I found that really impressive. And I see the challenges you have around the speed with the speed limit issues in the urban areas, and it's great that you're making some progress in that area. But a very impressive program, and I've definitely taken a lot of takeaways from the talk, hopefully to encourage my clients in Indonesia to apply. So it's very impressive.
Thank you, Shane.
That's great. So I think I can see there is no more questions in the chat, and I believe now we can wrap up this session. Shane, before I wrap up, maybe you already mentioned your last words. So do you have anything else to add?
Oh, just around, were you going to mention about the certificates, that people can get a certificate?
It would be
if
great
they
if you could just
are
let
attending?
them know about it. Yep.
Yeah, so if you want a certificate, please let us know. And Masra has developed some certificates she can send out to you for attending the webinar today.
Great, thank you very much for that, Shane. And I would like to again thank the presenters, Kekrit and Kosen, for doing those excellent presentations, and the audience for the great discussion and the questions they had. At the end, I would like to encourage you to, as Shane mentioned at the beginning, to become the member of Relation Culture Road Safety, to be involved in such great webinars more and more so in the rest of the year, as Shane mentioned. So there are lots of webinars happening in Australasia and Culture Road Safety. They're all good. There are lots of good and insightful sort of information coming out of it. So I would encourage you to become a member. And the membership, I think, for international participants, Shane, is $10, which is very cheap comparing to the Australian or New Zealand ones. Very cheap. So I believe that's a great way of just, attending several webinars for free and getting lots of other advantages you get out of the Australian, being a member of Australian Culture Road Safety. At the end, I would like to again thank everyone and wish you a great rest of time. It's a day or a night, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much. Thanks, Kazim and Kekrit again.